Today's intro is not going to be some funny train thing or anything, but it's not funny at all, actually, because I messed up. So today's opening in day 4 of the Insanity Rip series is 86 Fleer Update. Very exciting because some key rookies in here. So um, it is a legit set. We got everything out of this that we're supposed to. My mess up is that I kept talking about how the two cards I was most excited about are the Bonds and the Bo Jackson. I mean, I can't believe with, how big of an 80s collector I was and am, that I either forgot or never opened one of these before, but there is no Bo Jackson 86 Fleer update. They didn't make one. Donruss in their Donruss Rookies made one in 86. 86 Tops traded has a Bo Jackson. There is no Bo Jackson in this. So as I'm going through and I fly right through the J's and there's no Bo Jackson, it's not that it was taken out of this or that this was searched. There's no Bo Jackson in this. So big letdown on day 4. I mean, it was still, I still had fun with this, so you'll see. You'll see some cool cards and everything, but I just wanted to put this right in the beginning. So as I'm blabbering away about, oh, we're hoping for a Bo Jackson. There's not one in 86 Fleer update, which is just shocking to me because he was so hyped, so huge, coming up at the Royals. And, the Memphis Chicks in the minor leagues. It's not in this set. So I just wanted to tell you that right before you watch the video. I hope you still enjoy it. Like I keep saying, the packs do increase. Like actually on day 2019, 18, 17, I made a mistake because some packs look similar in the 70s. I thought I grabbed a certain year out of my packs. I grabbed something 3 years older than what I thought I was grabbing, and it is the only one of that year that I have, but I'm still gonna rip it because this is not Insomnia Rip series like what it's first started out to be so far. It's Insanity Rips. So enjoy and thank you. Sorry for the screw up. And there's more. The Conseco is an uncorrected error. So, and you'll see what I'm talking about. I looked it up after the video that you're about to watch. The Conseco is an uncorrected error. And I never knew about the error, but you'll see. A lot to do today. Not just the opening of the 86 Fleer traded set. A lot of other stuff, little tidbits. Well, let's talk about the 86 Fleer traded. So back then, I only bought 1 or 2 of these. And I'm like, you know what? That's just such a cool set. I mean, every key rookie who became a superstar in the late 80s into the 90s was in this set. So I bought a few more of these from a legit source, not very expensive, about a year or 2 ago. So I want to open one, and I know everybody has seen these cards, but I'm hoping for some really nice condition ones, and even some of the commons in this. I don't think I've ever gone through this set before. So even the commons, I think, are going to be neat to see, because if you
ever went through a regular 86 Fleer set, the traded set, update, it was Topps Traded Fleer update. The update set has different pictures of them and their new teams, or, first cards of some of the key rookies and things. So I think it'll be fun. I mean, it's, not like opening an unopened pack. You don't know what you're getting. Everybody knows what you're getting in here. You're getting the 86 Fleer update bonds. You're getting the Bo Jackson, the Will Clark, the Jose Canseco, I think there's Kevin Seitzer in here. There's, I don't know if there's Barry Larkin, but you know what? We'll find out. With Fleer, everybody knows that was, those were the first packs I ever opened, 82 Fleer. The first set I ever completed was 84 Fleer. Midway through 84, all the other neighborhood kids were just Topps. They're like, what are you collecting Fleer for? Topps is worth more. You can't get a Fleer card from the 70s or, you can't get like a Hank Aaron and Fleer. Well, nobody knew about, of course, 63 Fleer and all that. But anyways, so they all talked me into Topps. So then when the end of 84, when I went to a small baseball card show in the lobby of a hotel, and the dealer had stacks of 84, and this is, of course, I'm talking 84 Fleer traded, not 86, but just part of the story here. 84 Fleer updates. He had a whole stack of them for $9, and then a whole stack of 84 Topps traded for $9. So I'm like, you know what? Everybody tells me go for the Topps, da-da-da-da-da. So I bought a box, which I cherished for years. I love the Pete Rose out of that. I love all the, the Dwight Gooden out of that was just everybody was crazy about Dwight Gooden. So I bought for $9, 84 Topps traded. I still do not own an 84 Fleer traded because, as you all know, or 84 Fleer update, those went bananas. I think I looked for the cheapest unopened set on eBay right now is like $795. So, because of course it has the Clemens and the Puckett, which the Topps, really the key in that was the Dwight Gooden. So missed on that one. It's just kind of funny how some of these turns in your collecting. Sometimes you get lucky. I consider myself very lucky with what I picked up between, let's say, 07 and 2014. But that is a big miss right there. When I grabbed the Topps, and I have still yet to own the 84 Fleer update, because, like I said, I can't, especially when it's so hard to tell. And then the ones that are baseball card exchange certified are four figures, and I can't justify spending that on that right now. So anyway, so that's the backstory on Fleer update, at least in my world. So it came to like in 86, I'd pick up one or two of the Fleer and one or two of the Topps. And even some of the, it's people overlook some of there really is nobody like, let's say in 88 Topps traded, 85 Topps traded. But I kept buying them all the way through. I think I have 89, where I have also the, Donruss, the rookies and all those. But I just think they're fun sets. So this is today's rip. So enough chit-chatting. I so appreciate all the comments. So first, this was the golden ticket. I looked up the value, and like a PSA 8 of this VJ Lavero Collection 96 Jeter is like a $6 card. So this was actually a bigger letdown than the golden ticket from day one, where there was the Canseco, the rookies. So, I'm still keeping this. I put this in my keeper box, and, but it's just, boy, looking back yet again on that, on day 3, the Golden Lion repack was a little better than day 1, but I got, but another thing that also one of the commenters said was, it's just fun to open. And yes, it was very fun to open. You're not going to pull a card that's worth thousands, but yes, it is fun to open. But as far as what the box cost, would have hoped for, heck, even throw in an 83 Gwyn rookie or something in there or something. But yeah, anyway, so that's just a review of that. So it was Nick Back to the Past left me a comment. Thank you, Nick. That this he was a Sports Illustrated photographer, VJ Lavero. So that's what this card is. And also commenters, new, at least viewer, I don't know if they've subscribed yet. Um, I I will blabber about baseball cards to anybody. Even a grandmother from Idaho, which somebody I talked into recently to watch my channel. Somebody who is learning about cards now through my channel. So I just wanted to shout out to grandmother of 2.5 from Idaho. 2.5. I don't know what 2.5 means. Maybe there's two and then one's coming. If one's coming, congratulations. But also too, when I say grandmother from Idaho, this person's younger than me. And it just still hasn't fathomed into my mind that I'm old now. So, I mean, my oldest is 17, so I might not be a grandfather for, even if she got married, had kids in her mid-20s. That's, 7, 8 years away. But still, I mean, I had a friend of mine, he became a grandfather at age 38, and I was only like 34 at the time. So welcome. Thank you for watching. Thank you for learning about cards. Thank you for everybody. I appreciate all my subscribers. Like, I know Maiden's World of Wax was my 500th subscriber. Brooke, my oldest, was my first. So go check out Maiden's channel. Just so many great channels out there. So I think that covers kind of the logistical info. And I will get into the Insanity Rip series, and hopefully it starts changing from the Insomnia Rip series to Insanity. But anyway, so day 3. Thank you, everybody, for your votes. These were some of the top vote getters. The Bonds Hot Gloves, the 86 Rose King of Kings, and the 82 Fleer Schmidt. So those were some of the ones that got votes. All great picks. And for best card, I tell everybody, put in the comments what your favorite card is. This was my favorite, was the 82 Garvey Donruss Diamond King. It actually got a vote from somebody else, too. And the winner was the 75 Fergie Jenkins. So we have added that to so that was Golden Lion Repack Series B. My pick was the Garvey Diamond King, and your guys' pick for your favorite or best card was the 75 Topps Jenkins, card number 60. So that wraps up that day. I'm going to do a quick mail call of what I got in the mail. A lot of the things I buy are just because I think they're neat. And something that I always found neat were O-Pee-Chee cards, because I think they are so crazy undervalued. The condition of them is rough, so it's hard getting them in good grades. And they were produced far less, but their value still hasn't caught up to Topps. So I picked up these on eBay for just a couple of bucks a piece. 82 Reggie O-Pee-Chee, 82 Brett in action O-Pee-Chee. So O-Pee-Chee was the Canadian equivalent of Topps. So there's French with the English. And the backs are very different. You could see that the paper cutting was rough, but sometimes PSA will take that into account, like if it's, not cut short or not zigzag cut or angle cut, it won't really detract. So I just thought these were cool, and look at the condition of these. It's hard to find O-Pee-Chees like that. And here I pulled the Topps Brett so you could see the difference. So the difference is we have the Topps versus the cool O-Pee-Chee symbol with the little kids hanging out in the O. In action in French is adieu. Okay, see, you can learn a different language through baseball cards. The picture's the same, just some of the things, and then the back where you have highlights of Brett in English. Also, the card number is, sometimes it's different because the O-Pee-Chee set is usually smaller. I'm not sure about 82. I know 86 is because I bought a complete 86 O-Pee-Chee set, has 250 cards only. And it does not have the Pete Rose career highlights cards. So you can see the highlights of this all in English are crammed into here and then in French. Highlights are 0.6 Alliance. So Maiden's up in Maiden's World of Wax. He's up in Canada. I don't know if he's in the French portion of Canada, but he can probably make fun of me for my French pronunciations. And then on the bottom, you have O-Pee-Chee printed in Canada versus Topps Focus, which is in the USA. So just, I mean, they're neat cards. I just picked up a couple of my favorite cards, like that's one of my favorite portraits of Reggie Jackson. So I wanted to get one in O-Pee-Chee. This is one of my all-time favorite Brett cards. So I wanted to get, I had the Topps, and then this O-Pee-Chee is just gorgeous. I mean, again, you could see kind of the rough cut, but sometimes it doesn't get detracted when it gets graded. So it would be fun to actually get both of these graded. Like I have an 81 Ryan base card, PSA 8 O-Pee-Chee, 81 Ryan base card, PSA 8 Topps. So I might get both these graded and have them kind of together. They go together. So this was the USA version, much less printed Canadian version, but I think vastly undervalued, because if you get the same grade in both of these, the Topps is worth more, but this is more rare. So just, another collecting thing that I do is I like, like I liked all the traded sets when I was a kid and still do. I like O-Pee-Chee because it's you don't see them as often. I mean, just look at how crazy the high grade 87 Topps O-Pee-Chee Bonds is. What is that? Is that almost a 5-figure card? So I think that's enough chit-chatting. In between this series, I picked up a box of these just because everybody said this is a fun break, so I'll break this soon. One autograph or memorabilia card per box. It's 23 Chronicles. Just 48 cards in here, but I'm going to do that probably between today and day 5. So this is day 4 of Insanity Rip. You want to see day 5? We'll show you day 5 right now. So again, vote for your best card. Also, like if it's a choice, let's say it's hard for you to decide what your favorite is, let's say between the Bonds and the Bow, look at condition. Look at what maybe the nicest one that we pull out of here is. Day 5 is this 82 rack. It's legit. I've opened other of these. It was just missing the header. So trying to sell it on eBay, I don't get enough. I think I sold one and it only sold for $10, but this is worth, 30 to 40, just because people get a little suspect when the header's missing. But it was just, for whatever reason, it came that way. But I think I pulled a Ripken opening one of these. So it's going to be fun. Stars showing. You got Perry, Schmidt, Murray, 3 Hall of Famers. Whoa, on the front. And who do we have on the back? Dawson and 2 comments. So 4 Hall of Famers showing. That's I usually don't rip something like this. But, it's Insanity Rip series. This will be the rip from day 5. So this is what you get to look forward to. And then there's more packs on day 6. And then a full box of something, a factory sealed box on day 7. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, so that's kind of a preview of what's coming. I appreciate everybody again watching this series with me. I'm doing it, and you guys are watching. So, like I said, these were a legit source. So we are going to we'll go card by card. Of course, the Bonds and the Bow, we're just going to, I think these were all alphabetical. We're just going to take it out of the box, a whole bunch of stickers. Okay, so the alphabetical. So we'll go backwards then. So Aldretti is on the back. So that means Bonds and Bow will be down here. So so there's a box for it. And so again, this is 86 Fleer update. I always used to love the stickers. These are all over my school binders. I think the older Fleers, like 82 stickers, are kind of more old school, kind of cool looking, like the Orioles sticker and the Giants sticker. I like the old school. Like I like the 82 sticker they had before kind of they, updated their logos in the 80s. So stack of stickers, and let's go through this. And, so we got, checklists are cool because the older you get, I marked up all mine to mark who I had as a kid. So Checklist, you got those in a pack, you're like, ooh, and now you're like, ooh, because, I mean, this isn't valuable in this set, but, you know, as you get old. So, yeah, we're going alphabetical backwards. Cool. There's coming out looking nicely centered. So that's the first key with some of these factory sets is your centering. So Steve Yeager was with the Dodgers, and you could see the update. He was with the Mariners. Marvell Wynn. That's funny. That almost looks like a picture he had on another one of his cards. So the card numbers start from 132, which is the checklist, and go all the way down to 1. So he was with the Pirates. Went Pirates to Padres. Bobby Witt Sr. That's his rookie. So I was going to say, I don't remember him. I'm being with anybody before Texas. But look at the centering on these. This is great. If we get a Bonds, Bo, center like this, it's going to PSA. Reggie Williams, I think that's a rookie, maybe. Yeah, I see minor league teams before that. So Reggie Williams. Mitch Williams. Good old Wild Thing. That's a rookie. That is a Mitch Williams rookie. Yep. Willard. Let's see. He was with Cleveland before the A's, I believe. Yep. Because I followed everybody on the A's back then. Dwayne Ward. Gene Walter. I won't look at the back and the previous team on all of these. Just some that catch my attention. Tony Walker. Ozzie Virgil. I think, what was he? Pirates before this? Phillies, that's right. Beautiful. So only a couple off-centered so far. So this is exciting because when we get down to the Bonds and the Bow, which of course is going to be down here because they're B, alphabetically working back. Ed Vandenberg, Manny Trio, late in his career. His rookie, I believe, 74 tops. He was on a multiplayer rookie in 74. Awesome. This is fun. I'm having a blast with this. So there's Alex Trevino, Wayne Tollison, Fred Tolliver, Jay Tibbs, Robbie Thompson. Man, I collected a ton of his rookies back in the day. And I remember my boss at the time at the pizza place and card store, Dennis. I didn't understand why he said this. He hated Robbie Thompson. He said, as long as Robbie Thompson is their second baseman, they will not win a World Series. I mean, it came up being true, but I don't know why he didn't like Robbie Thompson so much. I really liked Robbie Thompson. Jason Thompson. Oh, sorry, Milt Thompson. I was reading ahead. So we have a Robbie Thompson, a Milt Thompson, and a Jason Thompson. Thompson with the Tigers before this. He was Pirates. Tigers back in the late 70s. That's why I remember him being on the Tigers. Andres Thomas. Right before the Braves really started, bringing up all their good rookies, trading for all their key pitchers. Tewksbury. But I remember them hyping Andres Thomas quite a bit as he came up. Tim Tuffle. Dale Swaim, another one that I had a lot of his rookie cards. Kurt Stillwell, another one that was a big rookie we were chasing back in the day. Even more so than Larkin. We were more into Stillwell back then. Larkin really didn't started making a name for himself a little later. Sammy Stewart, always the goofy picture. This is not a rookie because he played a lot of years. He had some crazy goofy pictures in his 70s cards. Look at Ted Simmons, Hall of Famer Ted Simmons. I don't know if this is or his 87 regulars, his last card. But yeah, he was with the Brewers. Before this, cards all through the 70s, Cardinals. Ruben Sierra, there we go. This was a hot card back then. Ruben Sierra, rookie. Ken Schramm. Dave Schmidt. Billy Sample. Joe Sambito. Oh, and Merry Christmas, everybody. It's 23rd today. So, it's been a rough year for everybody. I hope everybody has a much better next year. Definitely. It's been a hard season. Angel Salazar, Ron Renicky, Gary Renicky both changed teams. They're brothers. So I don't really remember Gary with the Yankees. See, I don't want to get these out of order. This is 99. So you were all over the place. Dodgers, Padres, Giants. I think Gary Renicky more stuck with some teams. Yeah, he was with the Orioles for years. Billy Joe Robideau. Bip Roberts. Jeff Reed. Trying not to rush to get to the excitement of the cards down here, the key cards to this set. So Gary Redus, Ray Quinones, Luis Quinones, spelled a little differently. Daryl Porter, very sad. He ended up overdosing. Dan Plesac. Pat Perry. So again, tell me what your favorite card is in this. It doesn't have to be a superstar or rookie, just one that's a picture that you like, a picture that's an uncommon picture that not very much seen of a particular player. Let me know your favorite. It's going to be a hard decision. It's going to be, before this video is over, I'm going to have to decide what's my favorite. It's going to come down to probably condition between the Bo and the Barry. I mean, I'm already leading to the Barry because it's one of my favorite Barry Bonds cards. Tom Paciorek, and that was David Palmer before that. Rick Ownby. Bob Ojeda. I think that's a rookie. No, he was with the Red Sox. That's right. He was in the league quite a while. That's right. And then went to the Mets and got a World Series. Juan Nieves. Randy Neiman. One of Phil Necro's last cards. Yep, this was after the Yankees, because I know his 86 regular tops is with the Yankees. And I assume his Fleer. Al Newman. Jerry Mumphrey. Omar Moreno. He was a long-time Pirate before this, right? Yep, Pirates all through the mid to late 70s into the 80s. And then Astros, Yankees. Bill Mooneyham, that's a rookie. I remember when he came up, he was not a good pitcher, but everybody on the A's back then stunk, so you were excited about him regardless. Kevin Mitchell, that's right. Forgot this rookie's in here. Now you can see the centering now on this batch is off. We're off center down and over to the right. So something like this might only grade about an 8. So I'm hoping that the centering kind of kicks back to better by the time we get to the more key cards. Joel McKeon. Andy McGaffigan, Greg Matthews, Roger Mason, another player I bought a lot of rookie cards of back then. Don't know why, but that's his rookie. Kenny Maldonado, Mickey Mahler. I remember, so funny, so local commercial back then because he was with the Dodgers for so long, and Dodgers and Giants are huge rivals. There was a commercial with him, I don't know who he's talking to, but then they hung up on him. And he's like, no, wait a minute, guys, I'm with you guys now. Apparently he was talking to somebody, associated with the Giants, and they hung up on him on the phone in the, funny commercial, advertising Giants tickets or whatever when they hung up on Kenny Maldonado because he was a, longtime Dodger, hated Dodger. So Steve Lombardozzi, Dennis Leonard. It's not a rookie, but I always remember him with the Royals. Oh, there we go. See, that's why. So he was with the Royals, went away from the Royals, then back with the Royals. So I remember his earlier cards with the Royals. Rudy Law, Mike LaValliere, Dave LaPointe, Pete Ladd. Mike Lacoste, remember when he came to the Giants? It became a 20-game winner for the first time in his career. John Kruk, rookie. Oh, no neck Kruk. Good old, yeah, you can see definitely never, we used to love it. Like, oh, look at that, it's so cool. There's no, it's all minor league teams on the back of his card. He played in Reno. It's kind of cool. Wayne Krenchicki. Wally Joyner. So I had a college roommate who was a huge Wally Joyner fan. I mean, college in the early 90s. And then I was a huge Canseco fan. We'd always argue who so many people thought he should have been Rookie of the Year in 86, and Canseco won it. And my point was, okay, batting average is great, but look at who scored more runs, more home runs, more RBIs. I mean, it was Canseco. I mean, there was more production and, a lot more flash out of Canseco. But that's kind of cool. That is a nice shape, that Joyner rookie. Tracy Jones. Tommy John. I'm pretty sure he's going to be a Hall of Famer. This is one of his last cards. I don't even know if there was an 87 regular issue of him, but he's got to be a Hall of Famer. I mean, not just his meaning to the game, but I mean, he almost had 300 wins. Stan Javier. Chris James. Dane. All right, all us channels struggle with this. Is it just org? Both these guys, Dane and, oh my God, Garth, they're from a very, it says Eureka, California, but they're from a very, very, we're talking like population 306, town way up there in the Redwoods. Pete Incaviglia. Now, this was one where I thought this was, no previous professional experience, but his rookie year, this guy hit what did he hit, 35 home runs? 34, 35? It was almost like Ron Kittle in 83 who hit 33 homers. And everybody said, oh my God, it's an amazing player. I used to collect a ton of Ron Kittle cards. I bought a lot of his just because, power and home runs were exciting to us kids. But he just, he had a few decent years. And then that was, kind of then mediocrity after that. So kind of a bummer. Tom Hume. Guy Hoffman. Mike Heath. Yeah, see, he was the A's catcher for a while, and then he went to the Tigers, and it looked funny with him in the Tigers uniform, and I do not remember him in the Cardinals. No, he went to the Cardinals first. Duh. Well, I guess, why did I forget that? He ended up with the Tigers eventually, but you could see, I mean, he had years and years was the A's main catcher. So Cardinals first, apparently, then might have flipped over to the Tigers pretty quickly. Billy Hatcher. Moose Haas, he was a key to the A's World Series team in 89. Jackie Gutierrez. I didn't know he came to the A's that soon, though. Jackie Gutierrez. Bill Gullickson. Lee Gooderman. When did Eckersley come to the A's? I don't think it was as soon as 86. Then he would be in the set if he did. We'll see. We're in the Fs. Most of these. Andres Galarraga, I always say how much I don't like him because he ran into Will Clark at first base. And hyperextended Will's elbow, and Will's rookie season was limited to 111 games. And if not, Will Clark would have been the NL MVP in 86. So I dislike him very much just for that one play because I was probably for a good 3 years, Will Clark was my favorite player. Terry Francona. Not his rookie. His rookie's on a multiplayer 82 Topps card. Terry Forster, Scott Fletcher, Mike Fischlin. Can't see it in this, but the poor guy had teeth going. His mouth is almost closed, but he had teeth going every which way. Poor guy. Dave Engel, Mark Eichhorn. So no Eckersley because now we're to Easler. So Eckersley must have come the year after this to the A's. Mike Easler. Doug Drabeck. Is that his rookie? That is. Doug Drabeck rookie. Decent career. Jim Deshays. Why am I starting to stutter? John Denny. Rob Deere. So let's see, his rookie I think is 85 tops. I bought a ton of his, I think 85 tops traded actually, because his first couple of weeks with the Giants, he hit a couple of monster home runs. And of course, again, the home run, I'm like, oh my God, this guy's going to be amazing. And then he just, then he got traded. And I think he had a couple of good years with the Brewers and I believe the Tigers. But you could see his average was sad. So it must have been an 85, yeah, when he came up and hit a couple of monster home runs. But look how many strikeouts. Oh my gosh. Almost half his at-bats were strikeouts. That's insane. Oh, man. All right. Bill Dolly. Joe Cowley. We're almost getting to the exciting cards here. All right, here we go. Let's dry the hands. Ed Correa. Tim Conroy. I never liked this guy with the A's. I don't know why. He was with the A's before this. Dave Collins. I never liked him either. And he was with the A's for a year. And I don't know why I couldn't stand him. I think because he stunk, but he was so good before he came to the A's and he did nothing with the A's. So I became biased. Darnell Coles. I mean, it's all of us have different stories about different players for different reasons. So a lot of mine center around the A's because that was my team as a kid. There we go. The Will Clark rookie's next. Mark Clear, Will Clark. It's off center, down and left, but you know what? Still I wouldn't have gotten this graded, anyways, unless it looked like it would be a doggone 10. And even in a 10, I'm sure there's only a $30 or $40 card. I think it's undervalued. He really was on a Hall of Fame path. He was, MVP of 89? And just, then he went to Texas, and then, a few injuries started to pile up, but, man, there he is, my favorite player for most of my high school years. Will the Thrill. That's cool. That is cool. From, I think it says born in New Orleans, but I believe he's born in Shreveport, Louisiana. Awesome. That's cool. I'll go through later and sleeve up the key stuff. John Cerruti. Rick Cerrone. Mike Caldwell. Oh, sorry. What am I seeing? Mike Caldwell. I guess that's what. Does Juan Castillo look like Mike Caldwell upside down? You tell me. All right. Juan Castillo. Chuck Carey. There's the Canseco. I almost forgot about that as I was getting to the C's. I was thinking in my mind we're getting to the B's, but there. Man, I could not get a hold of enough Canseco cards back then. Oh, man. Just another one to just stare at, because if you grew up in the 80s, that's just, it was Canseco craziness. There he is. Did he have, yeah, he had a cup of coffee with the A's in 85. Yeah, at 302 and oh my God. Does anybody see something here? Does anybody, how did I not know that there can be an error? Does anybody see? Okay, Canseco is a power hitter, but I'm seeing ERA, wins, losses. Okay, it has his birthplace and everything. It has this, minor league player of the year. Look at the stats. Whose stats are those? All right, I'm going to take a couple of minutes here. Let's find a position player. I think the numbers line up, but look at the header. Has anybody ever noticed this? Okay, so that looks like a batting average. That's not an ERA. So that would be number of games, number of at-bats, number of runs. Hits, where's his home runs? Right here in the white. Yeah, I believe he had 5 home runs, 13 RBIs, a stolen base, a walk, a lot of strikeouts. Well, those line up the pitching and batting stats because look. So these batting stats, the percentage, the batting average, the games, the at bats, the runs, the hits, because innings pitched is where runs should be. Hits, 29 hits, 3 doubles, 5 home runs, 13 RBIs. Look. Those are pitching stats. Wow. Okay, I'm going to be looking this up afterwards. I don't know. I don't know if that's an uncorrected error, if I had no idea about this. So you guys can, jump into the comments and, have you ever, maybe they're all like this. I've never heard of this error, so maybe it's an uncorrected error. But, so all these are everything's correct. Where he played, all the stats, the numbers are correct. But this header row is a pitching header row. I will be jumping online after and looking at the back of everything listed online and see. Wow, okay. That's a weird surprise. Okay. John Cangelosi. Wow, that's fun. You just never know. If it wasn't Canseco, it was just a comment, I wouldn't have flipped to the back and looked and seen that there was a pitching line up there. Wow. I bet you there's a lot of other errors that just, if it's a player that nobody would have looked at so close at the back of their card. That's why they're still finding variations from even cards in the 60s where they're like, oh, wait a minute. That's a variation. The name is spelled differently. The number is different. It's, wow. Okay, Tom Candiotti. That's a rookie. Bill Campbell. Now that I said that, I want to double check. Yeah, because I remember his 87 Topps was a hot card for Candiotti. Bill Campbell. Rich Bordy. Bobby Bonilla. And there's going to be Bonds underneath with some beautiful card. I don't remember Bonilla. Oh, that's right. His 86 Topps traded was the Sox, and then he went to the Mets, and now this is just exciting. There it is. Oh, it's a little off center, but this is one of the most, I think this is one of the most awesome Bonds cards. Yeah, it's quite a bit off center up and to the left, but look at that. That's iconic. I like this one so much more than his 87 Fleer, and I think the value between his 87 Fleer in high grade and his Fleer update have gone back and forth over the years. For a while, this was much more valuable, and then his 87 Fleer was more valuable, but in one of my recent gradings, I got one of these graded in a 9, so that's, I would guess right off this would be probably an 8, so, because of the centering, but everything else is gorgeous on it, but that is cool. That is awesome. Barry Bonds, key. Yeah, let's just make sure he doesn't have a pitching row at the top there. So Prince William, he had 13 home runs, and yeah, cool. There it is. Key card, we were probably in the whole thing. So Juan Beniquez, that's probably going to be my favorite card, so I'm going to put it right there. So we'll just remember it's right after Bonilla when I put it back in order. Juan Beniquez. Bedrock, Steve Bedrosian. Billy Beane. All right. Bo Jackson would not be in the Bs. He'd be in the Js. There was no Bo Jackson in this. Huh. I'm sorry, guys. I totally blew past that. It would be right there before James. Damn it. So somebody went through this one before they sold it. I'm surprised the Bonds is still in there. It's probably in there because it's a little off center. I am really sorry that, I get everybody hyped for this and there's no Bo Jackson, but maybe if that Canseco's an error, makes up for it. If not, I still enjoyed opening this. I paid less than $40 for this. Got the Bonds rookie, but Yeah, Bo Jackson would not be in the Bs. He'd be in the Js. You guys have probably been screaming at me for the past 18 minutes. Billy Bean. Wow, that's a little disappointing. So I bought like 3 of those from the same seller. So I wonder if all 3 have been run through. Don Baylor. Bill Baith. That's a little letdown at the end there. Scott Bankhead. Jay Baller. It's a cool baseball name. Scott Bales. Austin Mocker, rookie. There it is. Joaquin Andujar. Remember when he came to the A's. Neil Allen. Andy Allenson and Mike Aldretti. Okay, well. Wow. Unless I'm totally wrong. Okay, see, I know cards, and I'm really acting very confused right now. So, was it in the, is there, so 54, 55. I'm sorry, there is no, oh man. I really screwed this up, didn't I? I got everybody excited. I said, the Bo Jackson. There was no Fleer Bo Jackson. I am shocked. I don't remember that because so it's not missing from this set. The set was untampered because Jackson would be right here between Oregon and James, right? 56, 55, 54, 53. There's no card missing. So this was luckily legit. Wow, I don't remember that Bo Jackson was not in the Fleer. So you have the Canseco, the Joyner, the Bonds, the Bonilla, the Incaviglia, the Ruben Sierra, the Galarraga. No Bo Jackson. I am very sorry. I might have to do I don't know. I'll have to see if I can find an 86 Topps traded, and then I will piggyback that video onto this. If you don't see anything after this, I do apologize. I got everybody all excited that we're going to be pulling a Bonds and a Bo Jackson. It's all, I didn't shut up about that. So that is kind of embarrassing that I forgot or never realized because he is in the Donruss rookies. But it's weird Fleer left him out. There is no, so if you guys are buying tradeds and updates, go for the Topps because the Topps has Bonds and Bo and Canseco, but Fleer only has the Bonds. So I think this is going to be an easy pick. I bet pick what your favorite card was. Maybe your favorite's the Canseco error. I'm still, even if that's a true error that was corrected, I'm going to pick this as my favorite of the rip. I very much apologize for that. I might have to add something to day 5 or do something. So if I can't find any 86 Topps traded to crack open right now, I will add something to day 5 to kind of make up for any letdown or people looking forward to a lot more key rookies. But still, even with that, I really enjoyed this. This was fun. Memory lane with all these mid-80s players who were rookies or changed teams. Thank you very much. I appreciate it, everybody. And again, my apologies for their no Bonds. It's not just, this was a legit set then. That's good news. Not no Bonds, no Bo Jackson. I better just shut up and end this right now.